Well, I can't believe we're making this video already, as I feel like the C8 just came out like 3 months ago, but here we are. Let's get into it. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I've been gone for like a week. I turned 40 last weekend. Officially old. I guess it's all relative, you know what I mean? But I had an amazing 40th birthday party. My wife is amazing. She had friends and family I haven't seen in a long time. Surprised me on a fun little like river cruise thing. It was really cool. If you want to see that, a friend of mine has a YouTube channel and filmed it all, so go help her out. Go watch it down in the description below. It's really fun to watch. It's been a long day. I'm drinking a beer. Hope that's okay, because I'm going to. All right, so we're officially in 2024 model year. That means there's 5 models already out. We are on the verge of 2025, which would be the 6th model year coming out. And doing this little project, research for this video, there's quite a bit of changes from year to year. More than I anticipated. Yeah, this video actually has a lot of value in it, believe it or not. And of course, we'll start with 2020, give you a little baseline of what changed from C7 to C8 in case you're not familiar. And then we'll roll into 21, 22, 23, 24, and then speculation about 25. But there are some cool things for 25 that I'm really excited about. I'm not just saying that. All right, so in case you don't know, 2020 Corvette, the C8 mid-engine, was the largest departure from any previous generation Corvettes. They moved the engine from the front to the back. It is now a mid-engine sports car, not a rear engine, because it's between the front and rear wheels. So yes, it is a mid-engine sports car. Furthermore, they didn't stop there. For the first time in 50 years, the Corvette uses actual springs and not leaf springs. Yes, the C8 finally has coilovers that in some trim levels are adjustable, but they are all coilovers, which is outstanding. And they feel really good, almost too soft. The interior had a complete refresh. It's very divisive with a large grates wall. There's a reason why they did that, and they didn't tell you for a couple years after they debuted the C8s, and we'll touch on that a little bit. And perhaps the craziest thing about the C8 mid-engine launch or generation, which everyone speculated but no one really knew, was the price tag. This thing started just under $60,000, which is crazy for a mid-engine V8 car that looks like this and performs how it does. A lot of people were speculating before it came out it was going to be 75 plus minimum. Even I was shocked. I was in the ballpark of like low 70s, and I couldn't believe when I saw a price tag like 58.9. Like, holy shit. But they pulled it off. Fast forward 5 years. They do start just under $70,000, but in my opinion, it is still a great bargain. All right, 2021. We'll do the exteriors, the interiors, and anything mechanical. They added 2 colors, the red mist, which is a great color, and the silver flare. But Blade Silver went by the wayside, and so did Long Beach Red Metallic, which I really do like that color. I don't think I've ever seen that color on a C8, to tell you the truth. Good color. In addition to exterior, they added a whole bunch of stinger stripe colors. Blue, orange, red, yellow, a couple other ones, nothing too crazy. And there were some wheel locks and car covers, some accessory type fringe stuff that they added for 2021. Nothing too exciting. The interior had that really cool 3LT sky cool gray with the black and yellow trim. Really unique color scheme. I honestly really do like it. You finally got wireless Apple CarPlay. Jake logos on both the all-weather floor mats up front and the cargo in the rear. And you can finally get the mag ride suspension without having to get the Z51 package, which I know a lot of people were waiting on that because they don't quite need a track car, but they want that dampening experience, if you will. And it's a good option to have. I don't have it, but it is really freaking cool. That's gonna wrap up 2021. Now going into 2022, we got 3 new colors. Caffeine Metallic, very divisive. My wife loved that color, and that's the color she wanted to get. I was like, you know, maybe just throttle back a little bit. Let's think about this. The Hypersonic Gray, which is okay, and the Amplify Orange tint coat. They got rid of the Shadow Gray Metallic, got rid of the bronze. I loved the Zeus bronze. Very minority in that, but no, the Zeus bronze with the yellow calipers and the Spectre wheels I love that option. I really wanted it for 23, but it was gone by the time I ordered my C8. And the Sebring orange tint coat was gone, replaced with the Amplify Orange, which to me, they're both nice. I actually like the Amplify Orange better, but I think the Sebring is coming back for 2025, right? I think so. You can now order other things non-C51, like the front splitter, rear spoiler as a separate package, black ground effects, visible carbon fiber around the little, what do they call it? Little boomerang around the intake, and the high wing spoiler with visible carbon fiber was now a thing. On the interior, the only real option for 2022 was illuminating door seal that the dealer would have to install for you. I don't think I've ever seen that in person. I could be wrong. But then again, I don't see a lot of C8s at night, so it kind of makes sense. The LT2 saw some modifications, mostly with fuel delivery and the active fuel management system for certain areas, geography for the emissions, probably California and some places overseas, but it did not really affect the horsepower at all. It was still available in 490 horsepower, 465 torque, but 495 if you got the performance exhaust. All right, 2023 C8 Corvette, like the one I have. All of them were a 70th anniversary, but some were an actual 70th anniversary edition. I know it's very confusing. If you look all over my car, my windows, and the piece of the interior, it'll say 70th anniversary, but it's not a 70th anniversary edition. I know it's weird, but you had to pay a little more for that actual package. And the edition was only available on the 3LT trim, just in case you didn't know. And there's also two new exterior colors, which was a carbon flash black on the entire car, which is unique to me. It almost has like a grayness to it, but it is black, and a white pearl metallic, which I've seen that on quite a few Z06s in person. It reminds me of the Speedway whites on the C5 days, very similar. Outside of that, there was not a huge changes for the 2023. Now that they had a black tipped exhaust, actually fit the cutouts. I like that rear center exhaust. If I had got that exhaust, I probably just would have done replacement cats instead of the entire exhaust. The stock four little square tips are kind of goofy to me. I thought about just chopping those off, but I was like, at the end of the day, I was getting an exhaust. Plus I needed content, you know what I mean? There was another new wheel design introduced for the Stingray. Very multi-spoke wheel. It's like 20 spokes. It's okay. I just happen to like my gray Spectre wheels a little better. And on the interior, they had this stealth interior package. So all the aluminum was like a dark satin look to it. I really like it. It's really cool. And obviously, towards the end of the 2023 model year, the introduction of the Z06, which, if you're not familiar, flat plane crank, 670 horsepower that revs to the moon, sounds like a Ferrari. It's an incredible sound. You got to hear it in person. But a Z06 is a video all for itself. But this is just the changes in between the years. But yes, the Z06 did make its debut at the very end of 22. I believe it was January 23. It finally came out as a 23. And the interior on a Z06 is almost identical to that of a Stingray outside of some nomenclature. All right, 2024 has seen the most changes so far for the C8. They got rid of 3 exterior colors, the Elkhart Lake Blue, which was fine. And to me, that was kind of like a staple in the C8s or Corvette color scheme. I was shocked they got rid of that. White pearl metallic. I wasn't surprised by that. And the caffeine, I wasn't surprised by that at all. I think they sold like 0.3% of the C8s for that color, so not too popular. 3 new colors, the Riptide Blue, which reminds me a lot of the C5 Z06 Electron Blue, which I love that blue. And they're using that as the flagship color on the E-Ray, if I'm not mistaken. Cacti Green, very divisive. I like that color. I honestly do. I'm not just saying that. And the Seawolf Gray, very Lambo Nardo Gray-esque, if you will. Not a bad color. I like it. And of course, the 70th anniversary editions and all the goodies that came with the packages are now gone because this is a 71st model year, obviously. They got rid of the Trident wheels, both the silver, the full silver, and the ones I have, the gray, which is really unfortunate. I like this wheel. Everywhere I go, people love this wheel, but they got rid of it. But I think they still make the all black, I think. And the Stingray got these really cool 5-star, 5-spoke, 5-star split wheels. I've not seen them in person, but they look really cool. I think it'd be really cool like gunmetal. And a whole bunch of other little accessories, car covers, engine appearance packages, carbon fiber. The front hood is now self-closing, which I really wish I had that. If you have a 20 to 23, the front kit, just pain in the ass. And engine lighting, you can get separately without a package on the 2024s. On the interior, the 2024, the Artemis interior, which is like a sage green, like a light green, if you will. It looks really good with the cacti. I don't know what else you put it with. Maybe the black, that'd be kind of cool. And it only comes with green seatbelts, by the way. New carbon fiber sill plates for your entryway. And in the infotainment center with Google finally built in. Now mechanically, for the 2024, both Stingray and Z06, nothing changed. However, the E-Ray finally came out, 2 months ago as a 2024 model. In case you don't know, it has an extra motor up front and it stores the batteries in that little console you see inside the interior. So that was kind of clever, some foresight by the Corvette team. It's not a very big battery, not a terribly large motor, but it's a performance-oriented hybrid. It's not for fuel economy, all right? It gives you extra 160 horsepower, brings your grand total up to 655. And this is the fastest Corvette to 60 stock ever in the last 70 plus years. That's pretty cool. I've yet to see one or hear one in person, but I hear they sound really neat. I'm really curious about it. And it doesn't add a terrible amount of weight to the car. It's like 180 pounds or something. So they were able to do this without making the car too bloated, if you will. And it gives it a true all-wheel drive setup, which is pretty neat. I'm kind of curious to see what they do with the Zora, because it's going to match a flat plane with electric motors up front. That thing's going to be a fucking monster. That'll be neat. Yeah, and 0 to 60, 2.5 in the E-Ray, which is, that's quick. This is about 2.9 on a good day, and that's fast. I can only imagine the Zora is going to be probably 1.9. It's going to be stupid. And then in 2024, a whole bunch of safety things. I'm just going to read them here for you. Following distance indicator, forward collision alert, lane keep assist, which is so weird to me in Corvette, especially C8. It's so weird. Auto high beams, which is nice. Automatic emergency braking. I guess that's if it senses something. It's got to be, because this is e-brake, electronic one, so yeah. And then front pedestrian and bicyclist braking. I wonder how much more weight all these little goodies add. I guess if the computers are small enough, it doesn't matter. Rear view camera is now standard on all models, all trims, 1LT to 3LT. In case you don't know, 1LT is very hard to see out of. And the performance data recorder is now an option for the 1LT. You can't option it a la carte, if you will. All right, 2025 changes. Some of this is speculation because the car is not out yet. However, there's one thing I'm really excited about.
Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm.
That's right. The C8 is finally getting a proper yellow. Holy shit. Why did it take so long? I have no idea. I was about to write my congressman. But yes, the color is very similar to C5R, and I'm so damn excited about that. I love yellow on a Corvette, and I was excited to see the C8s. But when they introduced that highlighter yellow, and if you have one, I apologize. I'm not a fan of it. I tried to pretend like I liked it. I can't do it. But yes, a proper C8 in that proper deep yellow with some red to it. It's going to look good. That with some large black 5-spoke wheels. Probably yellow calipers too, I think will look good on that. A lot of black accents. Oh, it's going to be fire. It's going to be good. And some other things coming in the pipeline for 2025 is that of the ZR1. No specs have been introduced yet, so I imagine it's probably going to start at like 140 starting. Total guess. I have no idea. Twin turbo, flat plane, probably. And probably one of the other big things is for 2025, the Stingray rear spoiler option. There's going to be a different looking high spoiler and the 51 option. I'm excited to see what those are. If they look really good, I have no problem throwing one of my C8 Stingray. So we'll see. But yeah, a lot of the 2025 options are still speculation. Still more to follow on that. So that's it, boys and girls, for today. Hope you learned something from this. If you're in the market from a 20 to 24 and you're trying to figure out what you want, hopefully this helped you out. There are some non-things that aren't really public as far as like little tweaks to the transmission, software updates, but they do most of those over the air. I do know there's a recall right now for late 2022 and some 2023 C8 Corvettes with the transmissions. Or maybe I got that backwards. Late 23, 24. I don't know. If I get a letter in the mail, I'll let you know. So pretty much, if you have one of these C8s in that time frame, you just go to GM and we're like, hey, I'm here for a new transmission. They're like, okay. It takes about a day to do it. More to follow on that. But cool. Yeah, if you're new to the C8 game, got some questions, feel free to ask me. I'm learning every day too. So I'm trying to get my knowledge up there like it is the C5. The C5 I can tell you anything about and take the whole damn thing apart. But C8 I'm still. So, and I will be doing engine bay lighting for a friend and for myself here in the next few weeks. So that'll be a C8 video coming as well. But I do have other parts for my C5Z. I've just been so busy, guys. So busy in my personal life. So thank you for being patient with me. All right, so I got for today. I'll see you guys next time. Mark out.